People always say that.
Good morning. This is your boy Kevin Hughes of the SayDatDen Talk Show. I just welcome you guys to another episode of the SayDatDen Talk Show. I'm truly grateful and honored to be just in the present today, because if you woke up and plant your feet, just know that you made the cut, you guys. Really, you made the cut. I'm so humbly, man. I just, came up on another born day, a birthday, December 17th. I turned 53, and I processed a whole lot that day. I really didn't do much of nothing but really reflect on the years that it's just been a hell of a ride and a hell of a journey. And I still have a lot of enough things that I'm taking full responsibility of, and acknowledging the fact that I need to make some more adjustments in my life, which is a good thing. I'm taking ownership of my failures. I'm taking ownership of everything that hinders me from growing and getting to the next level. So I just want to welcome everyone once again to another episode of the SayDatDen Talk Show with Kevin Hughes. And who we got in the studio today on my show is a hell of a individual. A lot of DMV brothers and sisters, y'all know him through the circuit of our go-go establishment, our go-go arena. He truly has made a hell of a mark since he been in the go-go arena for some time now. He's one of the most, I could say, soulful singer. He has an energy with himself when it comes to, serenading the mic. And a lot of you women's, y'all definitely, truly admires this gentleman right here. And I mean, it's no more to say, but, the beauty of it is he also have another lifestyle, in which is, educating people on the importance of, hey, you don't have to be the best person that goes up in the gym and work out, but he brings the awareness about the importance of working out and eating properly. So today, what we're going to do, in which he's going to deliver is some information on why it's important to start looking at, how we eat, and why it's important for us to at least do a 30-minute workout to an hour workout. And, I'm about to go up under his tutors. He's definitely, like I say, he's definitely a power of attraction, man, on two sides. One, from the musical industry, as well as, health and wealth industry. So with no further ado, I want to bring y'all the gentleman himself, Marquise Melvin.
That's it.
And I say he got two first names, and I'm gonna let him give y'all his AKA name, because he's definitely a celebrity. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, brother? Yes, I am Marquise Melvin, AKA Kesey. A lot of you know me from Team Familia. And I got into personal training probably like 2.5 years ago. Back in 2008, my mom passed away from colon cancer. And she really believes that within her time, her last days, she would talk to me about how important it was to, change our eating habits, and how she really believes that really not exercising and eating anything. And I'm from down south, so they cook up everything.
Oh, yes, they do.
So
damn, they cook.
And it's good. God knows it tastes good, but we just have to be cautious about certain things, because the health and food administration and they really ain't on our side. I'm gonna tell you that now. They anything that we eat, I wouldn't necessarily say it's good for you. Like, even from chicken and fish and pork and beef. Now, most definitely, I try to always stay away from pork and beef, and really chicken and fish. Now, I've tried vegan for a while, and it's tough, but it's most definitely it's a lifestyle change that you have to just incorporate into your daily life. But I understand a lot of people, when you've been eating meat for 30, 40 years. I'm 30. So it's just tough just to go cold turkey and stop.
Well, I would say this. It is, man. So it's going to be a hell of a ride for me.
Right, and so like I said, and everything is in moderation. Everything, a lot of stuff is about portion sizes. So if you could just try to stay away from all of the fried foods, and grill everything, bake everything, olive oils, just try to use a lot more natural supplements.
Would you say this? Okay, you just said a lot of us suffer from eating the way we do eat here, because of our environment,
right?
Of how the system is designed. I mean, especially when it comes to the community of black people,
right?
We wasn't really taught and educated,
right,
about eating properly. So, what can help us to make them adjustments?
I think at some point in life you get old enough to make decisions.
Okay.
As a kid, you are, you just given food and this is what you eat. You don't question it. You just gotta eat it. And so, I just kind of, I don't want to get into religion, but I kind of, if was raised as a Christian in the church, your mom says, do this, don't question God, do the, and so you can't question that. So then when you get older, you can start to come up with your own opinions and start having questions and stuff. So it's the same thing, kind of.
What made you conscious? What motivated you? What made you conscious?
Really, when my mom, the conversations that we would have,
okay.
I've always been, active and athlete, played college football and all of that stuff. So I didn't necessarily have a problem with kind of trying to be in shape just because it was just natural. I did it. But just when I would see so many people dying from cancer and diabetes and, all of the blood pressure out of control and, and I'm trying to figure out why is that? And it's all, a lot of it is, people are just overweight and they don't like to really work out and exercise.
I know. I know. Before we sat down and came into the universe with the people, you was talking about a lot of us perceive the way we eat by being a genetic.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate on that?
No, I don't think. I don't think that's true at all. Like I said, I come from a family in North Carolina, and a lot of them are overweight. Everybody's heavy set. Everybody. So, if it's quote unquote genetic, then it's just going to be a cycle that continues. The genetic part is how you eat. Your grandma ate this way. Now you gonna eat this way because your mama ate this way. And so it's just really what you cook. I'll see some parents that are, plus size, and then their kid is 3 years old and they way overweight. But that ain't a genetic thing. That's what y'all cooking in the kitchen. Yeah. Because I can promise you eat this and you feed your child this, their bodies is going to be different from from how yours is. And people, I'm big bone and all this. People come up with all of these crazy excuses, man.
Well, you sit with one. I comes up with a lot of excuses, but you said something so profound that we come of age to where as though we do recognize the things that affect us,
right?
From a spiritual standpoint, from an eating standpoint, just the lifestyle standpoint, and I just know that I have to get control over the intake of food and the foods that I'm eating, because I know a lot of the foods that we are subject of eating for years wasn't designed for us to eat.
Right.
What you would say about that?
Right. I don't necessarily think that humans are really made to eat meat anyway.
So why did they feed us?
You know what? Well, they said God gave them 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, so it's the fish. but I don't really.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
What God say?
2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. But I don't know why they, give us food. I mean, population control is a big thing, I know that, and I don't know for a fact, but just through some statistics that you could research, a lot of food is what's killing us. The stuff that how they process the food, the chemicals, all of that that's put in the food is not that's not made for the human body.
You're from North Carolina.
I am.
Do you think that you guys had the resource to uncover, to discover that the food that we was brought up on was like tainted, like bad?
No, I don't. But also, now, like I said, now I'm 30. Now, when I was younger, I never heard of organic stores. So if you think about it, like, so 20, 15, 20, 25 years ago, I mean, growing up, there's no such thing as no organic stores because most things were organic. Now, over time, now once they start to do all the injections and start to, put that trickery on food, now every organic store, now this whole food stores and all of this. So, that's what I just said. Over time, things have started to change. And we really didn't, people say, well, my grandma ate like this, but your grandma wasn't eating the same thing that we're eating. The food wasn't the same back then. Everybody down south, they had farms. They raised their own animals. They, you go out, you raise the chicken, you cook the chicken, you do what you...
Because I hears that a lot, even up here. A lot of us that is north really comes from the south.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear that so much that, like it's a shame that they putting a bad bone on the foods that we eating. Because at one point, it didn't affect us from a health perspective. So... The government has a way of polluting everything necessary of what we eat and what we drink, man.
Everything.
And I never imagined that I would be dealing with the possibility of trying to reverse some type of illness, and that's that diabetes. Because it's so alarming that I have this information here, and it tells you how you can actually really identify the possibility of you having diabetes.
And I most definitely think a plant-based diet, and that's, like I said, it's so far-fetched for some people. They can't think of that. But that will help reverse it, because once your body gets as close to being alkaline as possible, you kind of getting, all of the bad toxins and everything out. It really starts to help you feel better. I know I've had some clients who their diabetes and their blood pressure and everything was out of control, right? And so the doctor would tell them, if you can start eating better, drinking more water, and exercise. So they would come, and I would get some of the most gratifying text messages like, hey, I don't have to take this medicine anymore. I'm down this amount of pounds. My energy is different. The way I feel is different, and the doctor's kind of trying to figure out, well, what have I been doing? And it's just been eating better, exercising.
So do you think that drinking any kind of water that is on the shelf, the top shelf water, is good for us? Because it was a test ran.
Yeah, right. I don't,
on their part.
To me, you got to pick your poison. Like, I mean, I don't get into, well, this water got this and this water. Like, at the end of the day, water is better than juice and soda and stuff, period.
I agree.
Like, let's get that understood.
I agree.
So if you want to be that picky and go in every store trying to find, smart water ain't as good as, that's going to drive you crazy.
And it does. It does, because I even tried to do that, and I just say hell with it, man.
And so, and it lets you know. So now, if the water is tricky, everything else is. So my point is, you just have to make the conscious decision to try to do as best as you can. Try to drink water, and if it doesn't really matter the type of water. Some people say, well, Deer Park doesn't taste as good as Smart Water. So now you have your own option to do that, if whatever fits your taste bud. But, if there's really nothing that's extremely healthy for us or positively going to take us in the right direction, you just got to make the best choices. If you know that pork and beef and stuff is horrible, and chicken, we'll lean towards chicken and fish, or just lean towards fish, or try to, it's just trying to make better lifestyle choices.
So is it any? Okay, we touched on about the organic, because I never heard of organic until years later.
A couple of years, right?
So like, I think they pimping.
Oh, no question about it. I mean, it's much more expensive. A lot of times it's in the, but it's in the white neighborhoods.
Right.
Okay. They put it in the down in Southeast. You ain't got organic stores. It's carry out, some liquor stores everywhere. Okay. And so we have to wake up and understand that they aren't going to give us the resources that we need to really succeed. They're going to put them in other areas. You got to pay way more. And so that's a lot of people like, well, look, I can't do it. It's too expensive. But you can really do research, and it's really not that expensive. It's more expensive than, going to, to McDonald's and getting 5 things for $2. Well,
You're right. You're right, because I worked at McDonald's roughly 30 years ago, and I remember that the grade of the meat was totally different. Oh. Man, it's so light.
Oh, man, it's crazy. Like, I tell anybody, take a sandwich from McDonald's, and you can sit it on your counter and leave it there for weeks, and I guarantee you after a month, you can come back and look the same exact way. Now, I've seen a YouTube video where somebody took a McDonald's French fry, cut it in half, you smoke the French fry, like, just make sense of. And it's funny, the Health and Food Administration, like with Burger King and McDonald's and stuff, they have just to protect them, it says basically the consumer should know what they're consuming and basically know that it's affecting.
We've never been educated.
Well, no, but it's in little fine print. If in their documents that it. So if you went to Burger King every day and ate 20 Whoppers over and over and over and got obese, you can't sue them saying, well, it was the Whoppers, because we put it in fine print to let you know that you should understand that this isn't necessarily good for you. We're going to make it taste good, but it ain't good for you. So now you have the ability and the option on whether you want to do it or not. And most of us,
right,
it's like, look, I got to have it.
Hey, you guys, those who are tuned in from our network, our broadcasting, and, we in all 7 states, in 7 continents outside of Alaska where the Eskimos and them at, and the Facebook, y'all could call in if y'all have any questions to ask this brother right here, this dynamite brother, man, for real, it's so much that is killing us in our community. So I just say this here. If y'all have any questions to ask Marquise, man, call 240-719-2560, and that's 240-719-2560. What we're going to do, we're going to stay live from our broadcasting as well as our family Facebook, okay? And we're going to play a track, because like I say, this brother here, he has 2 lifestyles that he attend to. That's dealing with the health and wealth, and also bring you some great music to where so it can get your mind right, get your perception right when you're into relationship and turn into relationships. So I just want y'all to stay tuned and just know that this brother is bad right here.
Virgo's in the building. We coming at you, Virgo.
So just let you know, around the world, my network. My network. I'm letting you know, tune in to Foxway.
This song is called Dreams,
WAV.com. Right now,
strictly for the lovers in the building.
Dynamite brother right here. 30 years old. And I'm going to ask you some
sometimes the love is so good it just don't seem real.
Because I know the ladies be drooling all over.
You could only be dreaming.
I just want y'all to hear that.
Every time I close my eyes, visions of you come to light, and I what we could be. I don't wanna be away. I don't wanna see the day dawn. Not this morning. 'Cause sun brings the light. Reality strikes. So bring back the night. 'Cause I'm longing to dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream. Like lovers do. And it might come true, yeah. When I dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream. It just might be the only time that I'm with you. When I dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream of you. Close to me, but still so far. Close enough to hear your heart is far. But he's calling. 'Cause baby, it seems the time is never right. You're gonna live and I'm gonna ride. It's crazy, but I'm still waiting. If I play my cards right, my love's gonna strike. Until then, there's a night. All I wanna do is dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream. Like lovers do. And it might come true, yeah. When I dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream. It just might be the only time that I'm with you. When I dream, 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 dream.
As we didn't go into commercial, guys. You know, y'all staying live with us, y'all being intimate with us, and this is how I like to set it off. We back, and you know, one thing I find about music is very therapeutic. It can help you make a clear decision, and based on the music that you listen to, it can be a distraction, it can be a destruction. So be very careful what you listen to. But we back with this great man right here, man. Y'all know who he is, DMV. And like we was just talking about how many lives is being taken away today. How many black lives. You know, the alarming rate of black men that is suffering with diabetes, and we the highest percentage. It's 12% to 13%. The women, 13 to 14% that suffer from diabetes. And a lot of us don't have the hope a lot of times to make some adjustments, to find some help. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of us is just stuck. A lot of us is just stuck in our own ways. So it's an old saying, you know, if you ain't willing to make them adjustments, you're just gonna be where you at. So, you know.
You are what you eat.
Yeah. And like, man, I just share this, and let me keep it 100. I know that if I don't make these adjustments now in terms of how I eat, trust me, I won't be here for long. You know, even though I came up on another year, I just turned 53. But it's one thing turning 53, broke down, tore down, and then turning 53 that you healthy, that you in shape.
Right.
Talk about the prevention.
You just have to take it a day at a time. I believe you have to set realistic goals for yourself. If you love food, just try to start backing away from certain things. Start that aren't really good for you. I wouldn't go all into going straight no meat, vegan. I mean, that's hard. It's hard for people to do that. If you like seafood, pescatarian, that's fine. But even if you're gonna continue to eat meat, this is my thing. You can't eat what you want, drink everything, and then don't work out at all. I mean, that's just destruction. Like, you leading yourself down a terrible path. Like, what are you doing to release all of the toxins and stuff that are in your body? Are you sweating at all? Are you doing anything, for your cardiovascular system? So many people out here, try to take the easy way out. And I've had multiple clients. Oh, I went and had this surgery. I paid this and that. And now, you had this surgery. They took all the fat, whatever you wanted.
Okay.
Now, first and foremost, it didn't do anything for your cardiovascular system. Not at all. I mean, you can take as much off of your body as you want to. But when I ask you to run from point A to point B, you about to die that fast. So it just, people always worry about the physical appearance of what people think of them and how they want to look. And, women always trying to please a man, all that nonsense. I mean, which is, okay, it's cool, but you have to do something about your health and not just always run to paying all these thousands of dollars to get the doctor to cut it off. Because then you come to me, oh, well, I've had this surgery, but I gained it all back. That makes, what kind of sense? That's crazy.
Man, we some addictive people.
Yes,
and the wrong things. I mean, really, I can't sit up here and pontificate fake like, I'm on my A game. And this is why I truly believe that I reached out to you. I observed you, not just so much from, you being the celebrity, gent that you are. But no, I watched you. And one thing that I know that is a problem with a lot of us, we try to run our own program and not try to become a student.
Right.
Because we suffer from what we call know-it-allism. And I truly believe myself that I think I got the way. I know the way in getting myself together. And all the time, I need to be a student,
A lot of people would tell me, oh, I got a membership at Planet Fitness, so I can just go in. But you've had that membership for a year and you lost 2 pounds. So now...
Hey, I had my membership, not to cut you off, for 4 years. I went into bankruptcy, went back. They said, well, pay this, pay that. We get you reestablished, all right? I did it again. I ain't gonna go.
People are creatures of habit. So you have to create habits. You have to, and I tell, get with a group of friends, get with someone who has common goals, so y'all can do it together, because doing it by yourself is hard. And when you're going into the gym, like, a lot of people don't even know what they're doing.
I don't.
They just kind of going there looking around, looking at machines. Okay, I might do this, but you're just clueless. And people, sometimes they're scared of trainers. I don't know what it is, but they will pay for everything,
right? But
their health. People gonna pay for these $5,000 bags.
Yeah,
pretty
much.
The most expensive shoe. Gotta be fashioned out. But when it comes
the body is
to your body, I ain't nothing I can do. I can't pay for that. Like, so what is the use of having all the nice things if you ain't gonna be here to wear it? If you ain't gonna be, so people, you really just have to start making conscious, better decisions, and just to start to change your life. And hey, January is coming. Every year, people make New Year's resolutions. And keep the resolutions for a week and a half.
And you know what the number one hitter is? Man, I'm going to the gym.
No question.
I'm going to change my eating.
But to do what? You going to the gym, and this is this drives me crazy. People go in the gym and all they want to do is stay on that phone to Snapchat. Oh, I'm working that look. I'm in the gym. Like, you ain't getting no work if you got all of this energy to snap everything that you're doing. And see, people only do it for confirmation. Oh, I did see you in the gym, but what are you doing? I can go in the gym and take pictures and video, but you didn't do any. You stayed in there for 30 minutes and did nothing but take selfies.
I did give it a shot some months ago. I was amongst some real great men. TJ, Thaddeus Green, and Zoe, which is Zoe Johnson. You know, I called him my little brother, and I could just remember though, Marquise, like I was like really into it. But I'm a person who starts something and don't finish it.
Right.
And when I used to mess with the weights, Thaddeus used to tell me, well, TJ used to tell me, Kim, you lifting weights wrong. Mm-hmm. And I was like, nigga,
Right.
ain't no wrong way in lifting weights.
Oh, most definitely it is.
So talk about that.
You I don't do a lot of weightlifting. I do a lot of calisthenics.
Okay.
Push-ups, pull-ups, and all that is much better than weights to me. If you can't lift your own body weight up and down, fighting against gravity, like you can, it's some guys I know can throw 400 pounds around in the gym, but come and you tell them to do 10 pull-ups and they struggle. Like, I mean, you gotta.
Man, why are you talking to me like?
No, I'm just saying, like you.
I barely can do one push-up.
Oh God, yeah, we got some work to do. But
hey, you guys,
like,
don't get like me. Go ahead.
Weights, you most definitely have to lift properly. And that's why, like, even when you come, I like to show any of my clients how to properly do everything first. Okay. Because a lot of times people go in the gym on their own and then they lift and they don't know what they're doing and they hurting their back. Oh, and now this is hurting and now this is pulled because you just looking and you just starting to do things and you don't have any knowledge of what you're doing when you're going in.
And I relate with that so much because like I shared earlier, it's not good that when you seeking knowledge, when you seeking knowledge to learn how to apply that knowledge, you don't go on your own.
Right.
But a lot of us do. So we get what we get, and until we could get out our own way.
Right. And I just tell people it's a lot of great trainers around the city.
Right.
Just for a little while at least, get with someone who's an expert at that thing, that knows what they're doing. Correct. Stay with them, get up under their wing just for a little while. If you don't feel like you can afford it for an extended period of time, just for a little while so they can show you what to do, how to do it, and then once you get on your own, then you can come up with a regimen, but you know how to properly do everything, so you're not just going in the gym.
Tell the viewers from Facebook as well as the viewers definitely on our network. Tell them how they can reach you. Let them know your Facebook page.
My Facebook, my name is Marquise Melvin, Marquis Melvin. That's my Facebook. My training, my Instagram is Training by Kesey. It's Quisy. Hey,
yeah,
Training by Kesey.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one in a minute.
You could. My email is mdmelvin09@yahoo.com. Right. So you can email me, you can Facebook me, you can DM me, whatever it is. I want to help as much as I can everybody get to their goals. And if I could help prevent anybody from going through the pain that I felt when losing my mother to my illness that's health related, then I want to do that. And that's one of the biggest reasons I got into it, just to try to help everybody, change their lives one day at a time, one person at a time. If I help you change, then you might help somebody else, and then they might help somebody else, and it's an ongoing cycle.
This is the insanity of this here is this here. I got people saying, "Did you go to him yet? Did you went to the class? Because I'm going with you." I say, "You wait on me." You asked me wait for a minute.
Yes, I gotta get. I'm gonna get you here, and so
yeah.
And people, like I said, people have told me, "Oh, you're too hard." So I've learned to tone it down.
Okay.
For beginners.
Okay.
Because
you got different levels.
Different levels,
okay.
Right? Because I used to know one level, and just the mentality come from. I never played JV sports. You coming out of middle school and you thrown right into varsity. Wow. You go to college, you thrown right in with the big boy. So you learn on the fly, and that gets you results, and that gets you, that learning curve is so fast, but you get results so much faster. But when some people don't have athletic background. Some people, have certain health issues that they got to kind of take it slow. So we most definitely have programs and exercises that, everything could be modified. But I am a firm believer in you have to push. Like I like to hit train, and that's high interval training. So we will, maybe do, I know people hate burpees. But we might do burpees, and we might do push-ups, and we might jump squat, and everything will be for 30 to 45 seconds. Okay. Within that amount of time, when you need to take a break, you take a break.
Right.
You drink water, take a break, but just jump back in.
Where is your facility at?
The address is 4300 Telfair Boulevard, Camp Springs, Maryland. So it's Metro Place at Town Center.
Okay.
And I use the gym there to do
right
all of my training right off. Absolutely. And it is a beautiful facility. Great gym, basketball court inside of the gym. Okay. So we, so no overhead.
You got any skills in playing ball?
Can't nobody beat me.
Oh boy. Hey, now see this is where it's going to be very interesting.
I like it. Please come on and talk about that.
Hey, look, even though I got real trifling with my health, I grew up very athletic. I was a junior instructor for a gentleman by the name of June Reed Institution.
Okay.
Mike Wright, and I was the number one in tennis.
Okay.
In JTL.
How did you let that go? I mean, tennis.
you know, my lifestyle, growing up in D.C., it was rough for some of us because it presented a package.
Right, okay.
That it was like the lifestyle, that what it presented was like a lot of us didn't know the repercussions behind it. So
right.
You feel me?
Right.
It's like we did not know, like at one point in the mid-70s, that a lot of us was going to convert into, oh my God, like I'm not cut from the cloth of go-go.
Okay.
I am the cloth of go-go.
Okay.
I was there with the birth of it. And I share this not to brag about nothing, it's to boast about nothing, but, you know, documentation beats the conversation. Anybody who was originally from it, you know, you had the entertainers, and then you have what they call the fans, or the people who goes. Right.
Right.
All right. And it was the beginning, and it ain't the end of it. So my thing was this here. I got caught up in a lifestyle, Marquise, man, and DC was fast.
Right.
It was different. You 30 years of age. You 3 years younger than my youngest son.
Right.
But I admire your drive. I admire everything about what you're doing, man. Especially when you talks about how you can help other people to make a conscious decision.
Right.
Because, man, trust and believe, man, I was very athletic, man. You know, I be the gentleman that is the president of TV One, Radio One. Sid is my cousin, Alfred.
Okay.
All right. Kathy Hughes' son.
Okay.
I whooped him up to Carter Burn.
You what?
I whooped him in tennis. He was number one. And coming from Southeast, you know, they wasn't expecting.
You're expecting that, right?
Yeah, they was not expecting me to win against a gentleman who coming from the Gold Coast.
Right.
16th Street Northwest is the Gold Coast where all the rich. So I was, man, and you know, I'd rather be a late bloomer, never bloomed at all. So I do feel, you know.
And not to cut you off, I'm glad you said that. Like, nobody expected you to beat him. Nobody expected you to win. And so it just, no matter where you come from, no matter your background,
it ain't.
No matter, listen, if you want something, you can get it. If you want to reach goals, you can do it. I mean, you know, and so you just have to put your mind to it. Like, we are so smart. We're so powerful. We are, but we just have to believe it.
So you say you that ball player, right? So
I am.
You know you're going to be my trainer, right?
Uh-huh.
That means that when I get in shape, you know I'm going to call you out, right?
Listen.
Huh?
Save yourself the trouble.
Hey, look, y'all heard it. On the 19th of December 2017, when I get my body right by this gentleman right here, I'm telling you, we're going live with it. We're going to have this network and Facebook family from all angles. We're going to do it one-on-one.
Oh, My God.
Huh?
Just no help. Just you by yourself?
Me and you.
Bring your man to play 2-on-1
I think you
or
can
something.
get me back.
I'm going to get you back.
Like Justin Timberlake?
I'm going to bring a 6. I'm going to get you back.
Hey, look, we're gonna pump our brakes for a second, right? Because I do want y'all to hear another track of this gentleman here, because I truly, like I said, I admire this young man. And for anybody, man, look, we know the insanity of it is that we know that we trifling with our health and we not doing a damn thing, and we ain't getting out our way to get in somebody's way that can really assist us. And you know, I'm just where I'm at, you know, but I'm gonna grow up today with the help of you.
It's time.
So we're gonna take a little break live. We ain't cutting off, no commercial. All right. Bad man right here.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, this thing.
Candy.
Okay.
Happy birthday, nephew. Good to see you, Penny. Kenisha. All right. Look at y'all. Stay right there. I'm looking for all the Virgos in the building, y'all. If you a Virgo, if you with a Virgo, put something up in there. And it's right there. My man, nephew, happy birthday, nephew. Jaquita, happy birthday. One Virgo beat, one Virgo birthday beat. One birthday beat for the Virgos in the building, y'all. Hey, Stacy, looking good, mama. Hey, Sylvia, where you at? Hey, babe, I got you, babe. Hold it down. Feel like we got a party tonight, y'all. My man Wally is in the building. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, Black. Hey, Terrell. Hey, Jay. Huh? Play some music now. Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! I believe I saw my girl Sunshine just walk up into the building, y'all. Whatever you want to do, mama. Let's try some keys. Pulling me further. Hell yeah! Further than I've been before. Making me stronger. Shaking me right to the core. I don't know what's in the stars. Never heard it from above. The world isn't ours, but I know what's in my heart. If you're mine, I'll be torn apart. I don't know who's gonna kiss you when I'm gone. Said I'm gonna love you now, like it's all I have. I know you'll kill me when it's over. Said I don't wanna think about. I want you to love me now. I don't know who's gonna kiss you when I'm gone. Yeah, said I'm gonna love you now. It's all I have. I know you'll kill me when it's over. Said I don't wanna think about. I want you to love me now. Love me now. Yeah. Love me now. Oh, love me now. Oh, yeah. Love me now.
Giving y'all a little taste Queez. I'm telling you, man. I'm truly honored, man, to be sitting here with a young gent that has a drive, has the willpower to constantly strive for greatness, not just far as the surface, the material things, but far as your health. And that's where a lot of us get caught up at. You know, our priorities is not really put in place.
Right.
Because you said it earlier, you know, we will put a lot of energy, we will put a lot of emotions in dressing up, but for real, we some dressed up garbage can.
I swear.
I just want to give this shout out to my man who just dropped off some information, Cedric Carter. What's going on, Cedric Carter, man? We love you, man. Look, Happy Kwanzaa. It's the Happy Kwanzaa, the annual holiday toy drive. Cedric Carter is in collaboration with the Chateau Remix Event Center. And the Chateau is off of Benner Road. So, you know, the Chateau has been remodeled. It's real grown and sexy there. So if y'all can get there at the Chateau Remix, go there on Sunday, December 24th, 2017, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we doing a toy for Tots Drive up here at Star Imports. Reggie Gaskin and his wife been doing the toys for Tots Drive for the last couple of years. And the cutoff date is December the 20th. So if y'all can't bring a toy, and like I say, December 24th, 2017, that's on a Sunday. Please get there with my man Cedric Carter at the Chateau Remix Event Center. Let's get back to discussing about the importance. The importance, man. It's all about the importance, man. We really got to get more health conscious, man.
Right.
And one thing that I like about where you at, you ain't trying to abuse someone to overdo certain things.
Right.
You know, and I think that's where a lot of us run for cover at, because a lot of us it's like a lot of us wasn't really where we was at, unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't no surprise of us how we got there, because we really didn't take position with ourselves at a young age.
Right.
To have some type of balance.
Right.
We abused a lot of things in terms of eating. Go ahead.
And like I was telling you on the break, just don't wait until the doctor say it's too late, or to the doctor say that you have to. You know, like and that's huge.
Mm.
That's huge. Just in conversations. And what I would want people to do is just start having the conversation amongst each other, amongst your friends. When you know that there are things that you should be doing and there are changes that need to be made, you know, it takes, you know, one person. And they always say it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
So, you know, obviously we're not raising a kid, but, you know, it just takes a village, everybody helping everybody. You know, and you know, trying to reach common goals, get on. You know, it most definitely is a movement. Health and fitness is, I mean, probably one of the most grossing. It probably makes the most money out of any business, like, you know, in the world right now. I mean, because it's so prominent. Everybody, like people are really trying to, and it's funny. You know, the pharmaceutical industries and doctors, you know, they make so much money. They make so much money because of, if we didn't necessarily have to go to them so much, they would, and not trying to take money out of their pockets, but I'm just saying, right. If you know, obviously you go for your checkups or certain things, but if you make decisions to better your life and you don't have to take all of the medicines that the doctors are giving you, they can't get paid off that. They ain't take your money from that.
Because it seems like when we do get prescribed certain medicine, it has effect.
Oh, everything. Oh, this is going to lead to this. Yeah. Well, we're going to give you this because this going to cause this.
Right.
You know, so now you taking 20 different medications, but what is that really doing for a body that wasn't necessarily meant for that anyway? You already
Message.
know it's just breaking you down slowly, breaking you down. Like everything is just killing you, and we all gotta die. And people love to say, "I'm like, well, stop smoking, or stop eating this, or stop drinking." Or you gotta die from something. But how are you living? Are you alive, or are you living, or you just existing? Like if you here and you some cold garbage in the inside, like in the inside, and you just around daily going through the motions. Every time you eat, you feel so sluggish. You're sleeping all over. Like, that's terrible. Like, you don't feel. Can you run around with your kids? If your grandkids say, "Papa, come outside and let's throw the ball," after 5 minutes, are you exhausted? Are you, just think about the little things. And if you can't do it for yourself, do it for somebody who loves you.
And you know what? It's amazing that when we having a discussion about getting our health right and getting, some things right financially, we don't attract that attention.
Right.
People don't gravitate towards this type of conversation. Because I see right here, and it's, I love social media.
Mm-hmm.
It tells where our interests are at.
Right. I'll tell you what, I could post a picture or a little video singing, messing around.
Man, you get a
likes, comments out of this world.
Inbox.
But when I post, hey, let's work out to this weekend, let's get it, not one comment, not one like. I always laugh about it, because you can't make people do anything.
Right.
But it just lets you know where people minds are just not on fitness and wanting to live well and be well, which it should be.
We are polluted.
Unbelievably.
We are polluted, you guys. I just say, like, it's never enough information, This information that y'all hearing today is going to be, shared again. And truly, I'm teaming up. I know that I want to prevent, certain things that is going to manifest with my health. And you said something very devastating. Don't wait to try to rectify something when a doctor tells you.
Why? Why not go ahead and get it started? Why not,
You got Mo Kemp say.
Mo Kemp, he won. And
Mo
he
Kemp
know I'm going
used
to get
to
up.
box.
He did, back in the day, and he come
and
to me, and I'm going to put
you ain't built like that no
and
more.
I'm going to put you out there, Mo. And Mo come to me 1 or 2 times, and then he stopped.
That's my homie.
I keep trying to get him to come. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come. I told him we'd take it easy. Like,
Right.
he knows where we are, and that's my man. We talk, and he know he need to get back.
Old, man. How can we keep up with
you? Don't no.
I know.
You're not working out with me. I'm a trainer. Like, I don't want you to try to keep up with me. But
hey,
that's
Mo, what we gonna do, Mo?
I won't even. That's what I'm like. Bring somebody who you may think is on your fitness level or whatever it is. Because one thing about if you were ever an athlete, competitive nature comes out.
God.
So if you got if your homeboy or your
Mo,
man,
let's get back, Mo.
And y'all together, you going to compete against each other and push each other, and then that's going to help your results come faster and help you get better. So you're not trying to compete against a 29, 30-year-old. You somebody your age, and it ain't people try to make the gym. Oh, I got to do better than them. I got to do better.
Right. I could dig.
Be yourself. Be consistent. Consistency, and failure isn't an option. Just because you couldn't do it, that's not failing. You're trying. You can only do your best and forget the rest. So as long as you do that, that's all I ask for. Just don't quit on me.
Hey, Mo, I ain't know you was up under his teaching, man, his training, but I'm about to go up under there. So come on, man. I'm going to call you, all right? I'm going to call you. All right, we're going to get back, man. Because, see, we can spend our money in all other areas of our life. But, man, you and I know how many brothers of 2017 left us.
Right.
All right?
And God, in the go-go community alone, I just can remember, week after week, everybody, let's moment of silence for this person, a moment of
Moment of
silence. And I'm
silence,
like,
yeah.
this is unbelievable. And like I tell people, it's cute. You in the club popping bottles, girls around, all of that. What is that?
You said something very powerful. If we're gonna put certain things in our body, we need to put something behind it that can flush it and clean it.
Right.
Do you have when a person come up under your training?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have information that can help them to eat differently?
Now, I'm not a nutritionist.
Okay.
I've never
Okay.
sworn to be. I know some, but I know how to eat, and I know what you should eat. And
okay.
I know from doing that myself and through clients, the proof is in the pudding. I see that it works. Now, I took nutrition classes in school, and so I have knowledge on it. Playing sports and stuff, they make you do particular things. So I have a lot of knowledge on it, but I'm not a nutritionist. So
even the most certified nutritionist would say you got to do things in moderation.
oh, most definitely.
We so much of addict.
Yeah. You can't some people. I remember some people will go vegan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they can't eat meat, but they want to eat every carb they see. And so I know a lot of vegans that's overweight because you put so much starch and carbs and stuff in your body. Like, you can't do that. Like, everything has, no, not at all. Everything has to be in moderation. Portion sizes. Some people, I did good. I ate one time a day. That's the worst thing you could ever do. It slow your metabolism down so much.
How can a man? I don't know. Okay. When we get when we get a certain age,
right?
A great percentage of us really, like I say, we grow of age and not really taking care of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So we lose a lot of faculties that allows us to operate from a sexual.
Right.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that play a factor because of the fact that we didn't take?
No question about it. You are what you eat.
Okay.
Once again, and so if you are you aren't going to have the energy to keep up with your spouse or the woman, all of you. It just is like you have to take care of yourself. And I'll just say, as a young guy, I could tell when I'll get lazy and not doing anything. Oh, that area I feel sluggish and tired and all, man.
Okay.
But when I'm working out,
It's a done deal.
oh, animal. So
Yeah.
so that's.
And a lot of us try to be dumbfounded about it. Like,
Right. Oh, man. I ain't. What's going on with me? Well, you know what's going on with you. You know
we ain't
what
doing
you
right. We ain't eat right.
You can't wake up every day. And I know a lot of people's lives are hectic. A lot of people's lives are busy. But one thing, now I swear by Beachbody. Now Beachbody is, that's a lot of the P90X and Sean T, Insanity. It's not like a lot of these workouts are 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Like, if you can't find 30 minutes a day for yourself, I understand you got kids, and I understand you got to run them to every basketball practice and everything, but you got to live to do that first. Like, you can't just put people have children and they stop their lives to do everything for them, and then they lose themselves. Like, you got to find that me time also. I know, your boss, your job this, your job that, but guess what? When you gone, you will be replaced the next day at that same job. Like, so you got to think about that.
Y'all listening?
And, and that's why, I remember before I started training, I was working over at the Gaylord.
Okay.
And I've worked in conference setup, and, we would just, set up tables and set all the amenities up, and, so to me, I just felt like I was just wasting the gifts that God has given me. Like, I've always been an athlete. I know I could help people change their lives and stuff. And so then when I made the decision to stop helping somebody build their empire and start building my own.
So tell me this here, your direction.
Okay.
In terms of you doing what you're doing, being a trainer, being a coach, where you see yourself within the next 2 to 5 years?
Once I get enough really consistent clientele, I would like to get, my own training facility. I know social media and the internet is big, so I've started, online training, and, I'll start doing that. But I just reaching the masses. Like I don't, you know, I'm a person that kind of live for today. You know, you can set goals, but with fitness, you can either, you know, set a goal to, you know, have your own place, and once I get my own facility, you know, just to keep bringing more and more people in, and I want to have something so that when it's time for me to get out of here, my children can take over this business or this training. And I'm, you know, I got 4 boys, and I got all of them. Same thing, just always working out. Okay. Every time they always doing something.
So you do have kids?
I have 4 boys.
4 boys.
8, 7, 4, and 3.
Man, hold up.
I'm done. Don't worry about it. I'm
you
done.
8. You got the oldest one.
8.
Is 8. So okay, that's about right.
7, 4, and 3.
Right. You're right. Cause like my oldest one is 35. So I started when I was young, but yeah. Cool. Well, that's great to know you're building a legacy for one.
Oh, most definitely.
How you get in, and not to go off the topic of our health and wealth, but this is a part of you,
right.
Your music. In order for you to perform the way you do, okay. You got to be in shape.
Right.
Okay. So,
right.
How did you get involved? A Southern brother. And the melodies of go-go music.
I don't know if you're familiar. My uncle name is Gerard Mustaf. He played up at the University of Maryland.
Gerard Mustaf?
Mustaf, So him and Jahar, okay. Abraham, have always been really good friends. Okay. You know,
okay, so, cool. Great
so
man.
I've always,
that's
right.
A great brother.
So I've always, you know, Jahar's like my uncle, kind of been knowing me since I was 4, 5 years old.
Okay.
So I would come up to Maryland often during the summers, and so sometimes, you know, Jahar would, you know, take me in to see familiar faces. Now, this was when I was 17, 18. I'm young, you know, I'm just, you know, with him. So right. I'm just kind of, yeah. So during the break all the time, I would always ask him, can I get up on the stage and sing? So they'll let me sing every now and then. So whenever Donnell, I guess whatever happened with the band around 2008 or 9, you know, they kind of all went their separate ways. They called me from North Carolina and asked me that I wanna be in the band.
Wow.
And so
that's powerful.
And they knew I was young. I was 20. It was November. I was 20. I wasn't even old enough to be in the club yet because I turned 21 that February. Okay. My birthday, February the 15th. So then, I mean, that's, you know, 10 years ago.
Because I remember when you got on with them, and I was like, I ain't know what age you was, but I could look at you that you was young. But I was like, yeah.
I had a lot of growing to do. The go-go is different. I grew up singing in the church and singing in talent shows and all that stuff. So the go-go is a different animal. Like, this city is very aggressive. The city will eat you alive if you don't have some type of, you know, just something, you know. And I don't, you know, call it arrogance. You know, you got to be confident, because like if you don't, all of the, you know, chitter chatter that you will hear in this city, like it'll kill you. I mean, like it'll drive you crazy if you allow it to. But I've always just tried to be me. I've never tried to be any other singer in this city. I've never tried to be, you know, anybody that I'm not. Lanes are made for separation, and I stay in mine. I've always done that.
Well, that's good discipline.
You know, but you know, that's how I got here.
And ever since then, you know, history. You know, it's like everything else is history, because, like the gentleman who just came partner up with you, and everybody know, you know, Brother D. Floor made transitions in, you know, his set for a few times. But I would say this here, hands down, you and that gentleman, Steve Roy, have y'all own style, and it blends so well.
Light skin, dark skin. Call us milk chocolate.
And hey, let's keep it 100. We men,
right?
You know, like, you know, he's the old Christopher Williams, and you know, old Keith Sweat. He's the new Christopher, right. And you use the Keith, because y'all y'all running shit. I mean, really, man.
I think we most definitely our styles complement each other well. We both, have great energy. We love to perform. We love, just singing and messing around, with each other on the stage. Finding all these different harmonies and something like it's such a, it's just fun. It's just fun being up there, and that's the biggest thing you want to do when you are performing. You just want people who want to be there. You want to have a good time. You want to, just make it worth going out every night and give the fans kind of what they pay to come see.
Y'all doing a fine job, man.
See,
I'm really impressed with you two guys on that front line. Though Steve is new, but y'all compliment each other, and I peeps that. So I just want y'all to continue the success that y'all having.
Thank you, bro.
Because D. Floyd is a legend. You know what I'm saying? No doubt about it. With Mickey.
And before I go anywhere, most definitely want to give Donnell Floyd the biggest shout out, because if it wasn't for him, even though Jahar wanted me to, it's his band. It's so he had to, pull the string on me, and he's just, just been an incredible mentor, just somebody great to talk to, just through the years of trying to figure this thing out, because he's, a staple in the community, and he's done it so long, but most definitely big ups to him.
Well, once we come back, listen to this track, I want you to talk about, because a lot of people, a lot of viewers, a lot of Facebook, followers of yours know that y'all had the opportunity to go
to Africa,
perform in West Africa,
Nigeria.
Nigeria. So we're gonna listen to this other track right here, you guys, because Queez, he's the man. I'm telling you, he's the man. So we're going to come back. We're going to take a little break. But, hey, my network viewers, I love y'all. My Facebook, I love y'all.
I'm ready, y'all. Hey, L, tell me you ready, L. Hell yeah. My girl standing off the sauce. Miss Teresa's off the sauce, y'all. No more. Whatever you want to do, nephew, it's your birthday. Hey, Sylvia, it's your birthday, girl. Let's party, huh? Hey, Dion. Hey, Jay-Z. Sing it to him, Geese. Yeah! I need your body today. Hell yeah! I need your body today. What you doing, Jay? Huh? I need your body today. Not sure what it is, sunshine. I feel like a pocket job. I feel like getting in. I need your body today. Hey, Wally, I feel like getting Southeast on him. Huh? What a good heart! I feel like getting Southeast, y'all. Chill Will is in the building, y'all. My man Cedric's in the building there. How you feel, Tanya? How you feel, Lee? What? Huh? Candy girl. Day to day, you still celebrating your birthday, mama. Let's get this party started, y'all. I need your body can wait. You just can't understand what I'm losing my pace. Girl, we keep going over and over again. Girl, I'm just trying to take you home.
a lot of us in the go-go communities, right, especially the artists, such as this young man right here, when go-go takes control over somebody's music, it goes to another level. It's just like you say, it's on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Because before y'all was hitting it, I loved the Chris joint. That's Chris Brown joint.
Right.
Privacy.
Right.
But when y'all start hitting it, and me listening to you, your flavors, your style, and I guess it's just that go-go, that pocket, and then you fit that
song right in the middle, right?
You just fit it. I can't even listen to Chris joint no more.
Yeah. I most definitely think go-go, that pocket amplifies, a song. If it's hot on the radio, and then putting it, in the pocket, if it fits right, it's gonna make it explode.
Y'all have a magical touch when y'all are doing cover charts, and y'all is one of the most well-respected grown and sexy. Matter of fact, y'all are the number one grown and sexy go-go band. But y'all are embraced. I think y'all about the only grown and sexy band that is really, truly embraced when it comes to doing cover chops.
Mm-hmm.
The conversation now is like a lot of our go-go bands needs to get more original. And which I can understand, because when I was coming up, everything was original. A lot of go from Trouble, EU, Peacemakers, Mass Extension, and Experience Unlimited. They had original sounds before the '80s came.
Right.
So, what you think the direction of you as a artist? Because like Michael Muse, and I have to share this. Mike Muse had that energy, that attraction, because I peeps it when I'm at the shows. A lot of women, before Steve came about, a lot of women gravitate towards you. You attracts that, all right? Steve attracts that. But where you at in terms of making some music of your own?
Currently, writing and recording.
Okay. Are you writing your own material?
Yes.
Okay.
Just trying to put a project together. I want to have something done by this summer. So just working with a few guys, working with a team.
Okay.
Just trying to get some stuff together. Me and Steve, we've talked a lot as far as the band, and Donnell, is concerned on really getting some music recorded of our own to really try to put go-go on and not that it hasn't been on a national scene before. Chuck has done a great job of that. Sugar Bear, he's done a great job of that. But now this current wave and the move of go-go, just trying to really bring it out and do something different.
And you said a lot right there about them three gentlemen, like Sugar Bear, Chuck. I mean, we was never really putting Chuck in the equation. Like when we was coming up, it was 5 bands. Chuck is the godfather, so he was never he was never put in the little mix.
Right.
Trouble, Essence, Experience Unlimited, Mass Extension, and Peacemakers. They made their own tunes. Even Tony Fisher. Tony Fisher made 2 love ballad songs. A lot of people don't know.
No, see, I don't know any. I'm
right.
A lot of them guys.
But for you guys, like the generations today, like, and this is the conversation that they having now. And it's like they playing a lot of cover charts, but they beats. Why don't y'all go ahead and get to the nitty gritty and get into like the gym? You tell us to work out. Y'all need to work it out, man, because I would hate to see brothers like you and Steve Roy, for the most part, to grow in the community of go-go and never made it.
Right.
Because y'all is that gifted.
Right.
So.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And that's why we've just had a conversation about it yesterday. Like, this year is most definitely has to happen. Something has to happen. We have to really put out music and stop talking about it and stop, just because you will never know what will happen unless you try it. So we could sit and have these conversations and be, because honestly, familiar faces, team familiar, over the past 5 or 6 years, there's nothing left in the city to really do. From when it was me, Kim, Scooby, and us to now, Steve, and like the ceiling is all like we reached the ceiling, So I mean, you at one point, you playing 7 times a week, 6 times a week, like so. What else can you really do? Right. So you have to do something to get out of the city. And I love the city. Don't get me mistaken, but I'm a country boy. So right. I never came to DC to stay in the band till I'm 45. Like that's crazy. Like that was never a vision of mine. So and I'll be honest. This is me. I really haven't put my best foot forward. I've kind of just that complacent thing. Right. You're playing the go-go band. You making a little money. You're chilling, and you're just kind of chilling, but I understand there's a whole nother world out there. There's a whole nother type of money out there in the world.
So share with me and the viewers. How was the experience
in Africa?
In Africa. Nigeria, right?
Nigeria. Mm-hmm. To me, I mean, it was very humbling. First of all, to see children the ages of 7, 8 years old really working, really trying to make $1 for their family, like that young, really working. And our children here, we complain if they don't get Xboxes and iPhones and all of that kind of at 9 years old. Like it's just crazy. So, the king was a real legit king.
Was it?
Like he.
How did y'all get in a relationship with that?
I really don't know the ins and outs. I just know the king's cousin is Prince. I can't really recall his name, but he's a prince.
Okay.
And he knew Nico from Go-Go Radio.
Okay.
And they kind of connected with Jahar and whatever, and then we in Africa.
Wow.
So
what made them choose you guys? Was it the relationship, Nico?
It was, and last night we had had our annual dinner that we have every year at the Chart House, and so when we, they got into conversations about that, and Nico, just felt like we were the best band that was going to give them that real go-go experience. He felt like we would represent go-go the best, in his opinion. So that's how, and then we off to Africa.
Well, I say this for the most part. Africa is known of Kungu's percussion. Y'all got the GOAT.
No question about it.
Y'all got the GOAT. So we viewed it like when y'all was there.
Right.
Matter of fact, I called Mo Kemp because, and I have to say this here. I called Mo Kemp because it was 2 days. The day that y'all performed, y'all didn't record it.
Right, because everybody.
This the kicker. That day went by. I said, cool. They must do on it and they gonna release it. The next day, y'all didn't post nothing. I went on your joint. I went on everybody's joint. I called Mo. I say, Mo, check your joint. Why the hell they ain't posting anything? It's been 2 days. They better not do nothing over there without boy.
Right.
No bullshit.
Look,
anybody?
It's so funny. Donnell was saying like, if social media was on fire leading up until the big show, and nobody recorded because everybody's phones were acting crazy the whole time over there.
Wow.
Like wouldn't keep charges. The social media really wouldn't work. You had to be in certain spots to kind of post something. And so now everything was such, was like chaos when it was time for us to go perform. So trying to figure out who out there will be able to record, like it was just too much. It was
because
too much.
I'm telling you, y'all went like a day or 2 days
without nothing. Yeah,
nothing.
Everybody
so
phones.
My thinking, man, what they doing over there, man? Because look, we
right.
read all types of crazy shit.
Right.
I called Mo, and Mo can tell you. He say, man, hold up. Matter of fact, he was out having dinner at Jasmine. So he said, hold on, Cam Hughes. So he looked at his joint. He said, you right. He said, man, look, We're going to find out. He said, I'm going to call you, right?
Right.
Because I say, man, I just seen your post. You talk about this with the Kings, do you had y'all turbans on and stuff like that. But, man, it was a hell of a...
It was unbelievable experience. Like I said, the King treated us
Did he, man?
as if we were his people.
How's the food?
The food was pretty good. It is really organic. Like, I mean, if people they say you don't eat the food out of it, but it's like they don't, all that processing food and all the, putting the chemicals and preservatives and stuff, none of that. Like they catch it, they gonna, do whatever they need to do. No, we didn't. No.
Okay. Because we seen y'all down there getting y'all outfits.
Right. Yeah, and just that's every day. I'll say, people think D.C. is busy or New York is busy. It's not even close to Nigeria. I mean, no traffic lights, no stop signs, no street sign. Everybody just driving.
What?
I swear. And so we all laughing like, wait, what's going on? So it's like, you really just got to know your turn, know your place.
Because we seen it one time, right? Y'all was down there, I guess, the district, whatever that is, with a garment. And a dude came out with it.
And everybody got the mopeds and kind of, I said if we went there to drive, it would be an accident every 15 seconds. We built like that. We not, because your mind, like when you driving and a car get too close to you, naturally sir, man, you better get over. But it's cars. It's coming everywhere, man. Like, and they trying to come by you, they blowing the horn. So it's something I could spend hours and hours trying to tell everyone how it was, and even videos, but you would have to be there to see that with your own eyes.
Was this your first album?
It was my first time ever going to Africa, and I had never envisioned it, never thought about Africa. Really wasn't a place on my destination bucket list, but when it came about, I was like, yes, I would love to get that experience, and it is most definitely, it's a life-changing experience.
I can imagine it was a humbling experience for, all of you guys. Because, man, what the footage that we did catch, it was intriguing, man. We was intrigued by it, man. I just loved it, man. So, I can imagine. What do y'all have planned in terms of going there? Is it any follow-up in relationships?
It's supposed to be, like they were just talking about, I think in January, February, sometime, it's some big event going on in Baltimore that the Prince wants us to play. And then last night he said that in April or May, they're trying to bring us, or March or April, one of the two, they want us to come back to Africa.
No.
So I don't know, however...
Don't overdo it.
Look, I don't know. Like, I don't know how they are planning it. I don't get into the business side of it. But they were just talking about it. Right. But as far as, the band, we're going down to...
how did the King respond to it? How did the people just period?
They they really like the music. They, y'all are great. They just want to keep taking pictures. It's so wild how we treat them here versus how they treat us. They love us to death over there. And so we think, because we get told, oh, Africans don't like black people. They don't like, all of that nonsense. And so we treat them funny over here, but it's not like that at all. Like, they are just the most loving, caring people. I don't know. Like I said, you just have to experience that. You have to experience that. But the King, he liked the music. He actually told us that he wants us to write a song. And and get it. So that's one thing that we're really working on, getting a powerful song to present it to him. And because of his power over there, some big things could really happen with it.
Wow.
Big things can really happen with it.
That speaks substance there. So Mickey and his son, little Mickey, was they receptive to how they got down? Because we did see that.
Yeah. They love, like Mickey, even from when we were outside, sitting down, like they'll come out and they'll dance and play. And so Mickey playing and they just sitting there looking like, wow. You know, so I'm looking at
Mickey is special.
Some of them like, wow, I mean, just how they playing,
Right.
I mean, a thing with a stick this small. I mean, but making it make this noise. But Mickey, you know, Mickey is Mickey. And so they were really, yeah, they were fascinated. So on both sides, they were just fascinated with us. We were fascinated and, you know, just taken back by some of the things they were doing. Like,
wonderful.
It's just a great experience for both of us, both sides.
Yeah, because, you know, staying healthy plays a major part of anybody, not just existing, but to be able to live.
Right.
And this is why I know that the conversation goes in hand. You know, like your career depends on your health.
Right.
My career depends on my health.
Right.
I don't want to be tore down from the floor down. So, you know I have to come into submission somehow, some way, and, you know, come up under, you know, your training, man.
Well, you got to worry, I'm going to stay on you.
Yeah.
You know,
we're going to come back. We're going to come back. I got this other track. Like I said, you know, it's an honor to have this young man, you know. We got 2 more minutes. All right. My engineers say we got 2 more minutes. So what we're going to do, we're going to play this track. All right? Question. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play this track, question. I got 2 more minutes, baby. Well, due to the circumstances beyond my control, I know my power ain't gone out. It's been an honor, Marquise. I'm telling you, man.
I appreciate you having me, bro.
All right, come on now. Boy, technology, that's what happens. But we here in the United States. I don't know why I'm having these technical difficulties. But look here, you guys. It's been an honor. Like I say, we got to get better with our health. Once again, give them some information on your social media, how they can contact you.
Once again, my Facebook name is Marquise Melvin. It's Marquis. Melvin is Melvin. My Instagram is Training by Kesey. DM me, inbox me. Let's just get started. You know, the new year is coming, and there's no need to keep waiting. Get out of that, oh, I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to do it in a couple. Do it now, because next week, if you're planning on starting and something comes up, then you got to do it the next week. Then you got to, let's get started now. Contact me. Let's get it done. Contact a trainer. Contact, like, whatever you believe in, contact them. I tell you, motto is don't trust me, trust the process.
Well, there's no more to be said. Once again, it's an honor, man. It's an honor that having you on here, man, and it's more to come. Hey, I welcome for everybody who viewed in, from the Facebook family to the network broadcasting. And this is your boy, Kevin Hughes of the SayDatDen program. Tune in tomorrow at live set. We have live performance that comes on. And I'm back on Thursdays from 12 to 2. And then I'm gonna be on 2 shows on Thursday. My regular one, SayDatDen, and then there's another one that is gonna be a live set performance on Thursday night. So stay tuned. Thank y'all, and peace and love. Take me out.